So, can we finish this game? I thought we were done with it on the Nile, but no. We're not done. Another murder has happened. We don't know why. We just know that he was found in the pool, dead. And apparently he was pushed. I can't remember his name. The weird business guy, I think it was. But yeah. And I really hope this will be the last stream of this. Not because I'm tired of it. It's just very long, especially after all those mini games. After mini game. So, continue. Let's see what we need to do, or if there's something else we can do. Andrew Pennington, that was his name. So we need to return to sit in the lobby. Was heavily intoxicated. We know that he was heavily on the champagne and wine. Okay. Let's see if we can find a golden mustache, maybe? No? Anything of interest over here? No. But let's go back to the lobby then, because that's apparently where we need to go. Can't talk to the dude. Oh, no. Okay, that's it.
I must remember if I saw people coming or going from the terrace at the time.
Damn, I don't recall. Okay. We can adjust the speed. Oh. Who's coming in and going out of the terrace? Richard Ferguson. And her. Okay. I can't look around. Oh. So they're going out to the terrace, so that would be Allington and Cornelia. Allerton and Cornelia. Hey Strider, how are you doing? So now we have 4 suspects. Whoa! They're coming... Okay, let's see. They're coming back. that is Cornelia and Allerton. Okay. Oh, no, sorry, Rosalie, not Cornelia. And we're still playing chess with Jane. Oh. That is just right? That's him. Perfectly normal, yeah. Oh, he's coming back. So we know he... Okay. And Mrs. Bowers. Whoop. Then she comes back again?
I now know who the suspects are.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Royce, Mr. Ferguson, Tim Allerton, Rosalie Otterbourne, Mr. Hayashi, and Miss Bowers. I need to interrogate them.
Return. Okay, so that is done now. Question the suspects. Okay, do we go upstairs? But how you doing, Strider? Is there anything in Pennington's room?
Clearly, the room was prepared by the hotel staff, but Pennington never set foot in his room.
Okay. A golden
What
moustache.
have we here? An interesting discovery. He didn't even unpack his things, too eager to celebrate his literal good fortune.
Okay. You're doing good. That's good news. Oh, Hercule Poirot. My room. I got the big room, I see. Jane Royce.
Good evening. Am I disturbing you?
I was analysing Ricchetti's documents. I could use a break.
It won't take long.
Small talk.
Do you need help with your analysis?
That's kind of you, but I need to do it alone if I'm going to remember everything.
I understand. Even the little grey cells can't hold everything.
This evening.
You spent most of the evening with me, but you were on the terrace before I arrived. I thought you might have seen something, even if it didn't seem important at the time.
No, I've thought back, but no luck. Mr. Ferguson arrived just a little after me. We just quickly shared a cigarette together.
And before that?
Before 9 p.m, I was in my room working on Ricchetti's files.
Then you joined me. I see.
That's right. I'm sorry, I hope it helps you a little.
Who can tell? I'll let you get back to your work. Dr. Bessner is outside by the pool, guarding Pennington's body. If I want to question Miss Bowers, she's outside on the terrace.
Go get your sleep, man, and thank you for being here. And thank you for the watch streak.
The occupant is not a suspect for now. I don't need to disturb them. Good evening, Mr. Ferguson. Would you mind? I have a few questions regarding your schedule for this evening.
I've already been questioned all day by the police. Is this really necessary?
Unfortunately, yes. Mr. Pennington has been found dead here in the hotel this evening.
Good God. Well, all his money won't do him any good where he is now, will it?
I'm not interested in a character endorsement, monsieur.
Small talk.
What do you plan to do after Egypt?
I was thinking of, well, returning to my family.
You've never mentioned your family.
We're not very close, my family and I, but this time returning to England, the Virginia Water area. Do you know it?
Ah, Virginia Water. In Runnymede? Quite lovely, I believe. You come from more affluent origins than you let on.
He is from a noble family.
Tell me about your evening.
My evening? Well, after dinner, I stayed at my table for a while to enjoy that view one last time. After a while, I'd say around 8:30 p.m., I went back to my room.
Did you see anyone outside at that time?
I remember seeing Tim and Rosalie taking a stroll. Pennington was guzzling something down by the pool. Oh, and Hayashi and Mrs. Allerton were chatting in the amphitheater.
And then?
Around 9:10 p.m., I wanted to smoke. I realized I'd forgotten my cigarettes at my table. So I went back down and ran into Miss Royce. She borrowed a cigarette from me. We smoked together, chatted, and she's quite a remarkable woman. Then we went back inside.
How long did you stay there?
Just enough time for a cigarette, about 10 minutes at most. After that, I didn't leave my room again.
And Mr. Pennington, did you see him while you were smoking?
No, we were leaning against the railing facing the pool. There wasn't a soul outside.
Very well. Thank you.
Okay. Let us just bring up the... So we did him, noble family, unemployed. So we did him. Good.
The occupant is not a suspect for now. I don't need to disturb them. The occupant is not a suspect for now. I don't need to disturb them.
So I guess we've done all of them. Oh, not all of them. We need Miss Bowers. She's out there. Let's just see our mind map. So we've interviewed Royce and Jane. Okay.
Miss Bowers, may I have a word with you?
Of course, Monsieur Poirot. How can I help you?
Small talk.
I'm investigating. How are you? Not too shaken up?
After our trip up the Nile, I think I'm immune to the shakes.
This evening.
Can you tell me about your evening?
Of course. After dinner, Mr. Hayashi and I spent some time chatting in the amphitheater. When I went back to my room, it must have been around 8 p.m., and Mr. Pennington was drunk, or so I thought, lying in a deck chair by the pool, clearly inebriated. A little later, I heard him yelling at someone from my room. I had my window open, you see. He was hurling insults, but I couldn't hear what the other person was saying. Then there was a splash, like someone diving in or falling into the water. Pennington continued shouting threats.
Threats?
I'm going to kill you. You don't know who you're dealing with. That sort of thing. He sounded furious.
And then? What else did you hear?
After a few minutes, once he calmed down, nothing else. Everything seemed normal until I decided to go back outside around 10:40 p.m. or so. That's when I found Pennington floating in the pool and rushed back in to inform you.
A fight? So he was still alive when he fell or was pushed into the pool. Thank you, Miss Bowers.
We have Bessner over there. Have anyone sitting down here? No. Anything we can take a peek at? Not that I can see. Nobody at the gazebo. Okay. Can't talk to Bessner.
An empty champagne bottle? Can one human being truly consume that much alcohol?
Okay. Oh, so we got all the clues. Energy pentane was heavily intoxicated. There was an empty bottle near the stairs behind the pool. Was pushed against the edge of the pool and thrown into the water by the murderer. Yes. No? Never mind. Someone else was drinking champagne?
Congratulations.
That was a weird thing. Okay. Okay. So who are we missing? We got Royce. We got Allerton. We got Jane. So who are we missing? And we got Bowers. Jane Royce, we got Ferguson, right? We haven't found Ferguson yet. And Rosalie. That's the two people we need. And oh, we also need the Chinese guy. Yamahoa. What's never his name is. Why can't we go upstairs then? Oh, come on, game. Yeah, Pennington? My room? Jane, we spoke with her. Bessner is outside.
The occupant is not a suspect for now. I don't need to disturb them.
I thought we spoke to Ferguson. So we need the Chinese guy.
The occupant is not a suspect for now. I don't need to disturb them.
She's also not a suspect, so where is the... Oh, it's over here. Oh! There we go.
Good evening. Sorry to disturb you at this late hour.
Not a problem, Mr. Poirot. As you can see, I wasn't asleep. Is there something wrong?
May I come in?
Well, as you wish.
You better let me in.
Good evening, Monsieur Poirot.
Good evening. I apologize for interrupting. I'm afraid I bear more bad news. Mr. Pennington is dead.
My God.
Another death? Will this madness never end?
How are you holding up, miss?
I confess I'm terrified. Tim has been looking after me.
That's good of you, Mr. Allerton.
I'm doing what I can.
Could you both tell me about your evening?
It's simple. We've been together all evening.
After dinner, we went for a walk in the garden.
Did you see Mr. Pennington there?
Yes, he was alone by the pool, gulping down something alcoholic.
We came back inside around 8 p.m. It was starting to get cold.
Did you go out again?
Yes, around 9:30 p.m. We relaxed in the amphitheater for half an hour or so. These desert nights can be sweltering. Then we came back inside.
And Mr. Pennington, did you see him during your time there?
I'm afraid I was only paying attention to this lady here.
Mr. Pennington wasn't there anymore.
Are you sure? By the pool, perhaps?
Absolutely certain. I didn't see anyone by the pool either, going or coming back.
Thank you.
That explains why the other deduction. That they didn't see him at the pool, meaning he was drinking, then the game shouldn't allow me to make that link.
Good evening, Mr. Hayashi.
Monsieur Poirot, what brings you here?
More sad news, I'm afraid. Unfortunately, Mr. Pennington has died.
Another murder? But surely you caught the murderers. How many can there be?
Oh, in my experience, you never can tell.
I assume you want to question me. Would you like to come in?
Thank you.
Small talk.
I understand that you didn't have much affection for Pennington.
That's true, but to be glad about his death? No, that is not who I am.
Can you tell me what you did this evening?
After dinner, I went to chat with Miss Bowers in the amphitheater. Miss Bowers left, but I stayed for a while. Mr. Pennington was still there. I went back to my room around 8:30 p.m. Then I went back around 10:30 p.m., and there was no one outside. I went back to my room a few minutes later. I haven't moved from here since.
Thank you for your testimony.
At your service.
Give me a second. I'll reply later. Okay, so we're done here. Let's see what we need to do then.
You know the rules, and so do I. Say goodbye.
Got enough of those spam bots. Identify the false testimony. This is what annoys me. I cannot see. This is what I somewhat hate about this game and some of the others. I cannot see the evidence that I have collected. Like the entire thing I did with the timeline, I cannot see it anymore, so now I have to remember. Okay, so let's see here. Tim Alton and Rosalie Otto, but didn't see anyone at the pool from 9:30 to 10 p.m. Did not see anyone outside from 10 p.m. from 10:30 p.m. to 10:35 p.m. (9:30 p.m.) someone argued, "Hey David." Oh, he wasn't pushed into the water. Saw no one in the around the pool. And then 8:30. At 8:30, someone argued with Andrew Pennington and pushed him into the water. Found the body at 10:40. I think this is the guy who's speaking false.
Someone is lying. With the elements I have, the time of death is between 10 p.m. and 10:40 p.m. Bowers is definitely innocent because she didn't have the time to kill Pennington. If it were Miss Royce, Mr. Ferguson, Tim Allerton, or Rosalie Otterborn who had lied, Mr. Hayashi would have had to find the body floating. However, he claims to have seen nothing. So since he is the last one to say he saw nothing, he must be lying. Excellent detective work, naturally.
Confront him. The evening.
Can you tell me what you did this evening?
After dinner, I went to chat with Miss Bowers in the amphitheater. Miss Bowers left, but I stayed for a while. Mr. Pennington was still there. I went back to my room around 8:30 p.m. Then I went back around 10:30 p.m. and there was no one outside. I went back to my room a few minutes later. I haven't moved from here since.
Something isn't right.
No. This is wrong. He didn't speak with her, right?
There is no evidence that he is lying about this.
Damn it. No, because she was in her room, right?
Impossible to know he's lying without proof.
Okay, I guess I just try all of them.
Sir, you are lying to me.
Sir, I am not.
We also did not see anyone outside for 10:30. Should have seen Andrew Pennington before, yes.
You claim to have seen nothing when you went out at 10:30 p.m. However, you are the last person to have gone out before Miss Bowers found Pennington's body 5 minutes later.
But if I didn't see anything and Bowers tells you she discovered the body, why aren't you accusing her?
Because she was outside for less than a minute. It would have been impossible for her to kill him and then come back in. Why would she lie to me?
I killed him. I knew it. I never wanted it to happen like this. I feel so guilty.
Calm down, Mr. Hayashi. Give me everything from the beginning, and do it calmly.
As I told you, Miss Bowers went back before me. But when I finally decided to head back up, Pennington started picking a fight with me. He was completely drunk, spouting rambling nonsense that I could barely understand. And the last thing I wanted was to put up with it.
So, it was you that Miss Bowers heard from her room.
At one point, he lost it and started to physically attack me. I pushed him away, perhaps a bit too violently. He fell into the pool. He was thrashing around in the water, insulting me and threatening me. I admit that the situation amused me, and I left him in the water. I went back to my room. He was still yelling when I left. I just thought he would get back out on his own. But in reality, he drowned.
Are you sure he was alive when you left him?
Yes, but around 10 p.m., I started having doubts and felt a little worried, given how drunk he was. I went back down to check if he was okay, and I found him floating in the pool. Because of me, he'd been there for hours. When I realized he was dead, I panicked and I went back up to my room.
No, because he wasn't drowned. He was killed, so does the testimony align with the facts? No.
Even though he seems honest when telling his story, some things don't add up with what I've discovered. Let's go over his testimony again.
He fell into the pool. No. This one.
That's almost it.
No?
That doesn't match with what I know.
Okay.
Mr. Hayashi, you told me that Pennington drowned. I can assure you that he died from hitting his head on the edge of the pool.
I don't understand. He didn't hit his head. I pushed him into the water.
And there's more. No.
Ah, no.
That doesn't align itself with what I know.
Can you why can I not get the timeline from the stuff? Because
Mr. Hayashi,
yes.
you think you left Mr. Pennington dead in the pool for hours. But if that were the case, several people would have seen him between the time you pushed him and the moment you found him. However, I have no testimony that supports this.
I'm lost. What are you implying? That I killed him when I went back the second time?
I'm not implying anything. I'm stating facts.
I'm telling you again. At 10:30 p.m., he was already dead. When I saw him, I tried to turn him over to check his pulse, but it was already too late. I remember the bottles he had put in his jacket fell into the water. I got scared. I put him back the way I found him and ran away. That's the absolute truth.
A moment, please. Bottles? What bottles?
He had been drinking the whole evening. He was so drunk that he even put 2 empty champagne bottles in his jacket.
But why didn't you tell me that earlier?
I don't know, because I didn't think it mattered, I suppose.
Ugh.
But come on, Mr. Poirot. What difference does it make that he had bottles in his jacket? He was drunk.
Mr. Hayashi, it changes absolutely everything.
Does that mean you believe me?
It would be different if I didn't, but time will tell.
I don't have friends. I got family.
Paler coffee, paler buy.
Thank you for the how many months?
And with much rejoicing.
Betrayal, 28 months. Holy moly. Thank you so much. That's over 2 years. 2 years and 4 months. Thank you. You've been hanging out way too long. Give me a notification when you go live anymore. I know they've, Mitral, or Mitrell, they have changed their, they have changed the notification system actually quite a bit. So I think you need to go into your settings and click on notifications. They have changed the notification system quite a bit, or they're planning to do so. But I have turned on all notifications because I just hate it. Hey, Tinderly. You can actually say per notification per channel now. So if you go into your settings and notifications, you have now per channel. And you can turn on notifications, blah, blah, blah. So now you can actually, yeah. So they changed it a bit. We had per channel for a while. I have to set enable there. Yeah. But they've changed it. Now you can go in and do other stuff as well. I don't have a hot command. Maybe I should make one. Okay. How are you doing, Tenderly? Okay, so what now? There were 2 bottles stuck in Pennington's jacket. Go check the bottles that Yamamoto mentioned. But, what bottles? He said he had 2. Is it because I need to check the one at the bottom here? There it is.
Another bottle of alcohol at the bottom of the pool.
You got these 2? You got this one? That is a wine bottle. We know of this one right here. I don't think there's any wine bottle down the stairs. I'm doing well. I have a few hours left of my on-call duty. Actually, 4.5 hours left. So in 4.5 hours, I'm officially on vacation. For roughly 2 weeks. Oh, David. So where is the last champagne bottle I need to find? Maybe in his... Could it be in his room? Oh, we already been there. Could it be up in the dining area? But I would presume they have emptied the tables, right?
Another mustache to cherish.
Another mustache to cherish. So there's nothing here. There's nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. So where is the goddamn last champagne bottle? Go check the bottles that Yamaho mentioned. Mentioned bottle fell from Andrew Janet when he handled him. I need to check that. But we did that. Or is it upstairs? I'm confused. But we did check the bottles when we were outside. There's nothing here on the... I can't talk to Bessner. We found this, we found that.
This bottle is unreachable for the moment.
And we did this.
With all these bottles and the quantity of alcohol I saw him drink at the table, he must have been quite intoxicated.
So... where would the last bottle be? There's nothing here in the spa. This one I can't look at for some weird reason. There's one at the bottom that we did check. We did check this one. We found one down at the terrace. We didn't find any at the theater, so I'm curious where the last bottles could be. I have alarms in the morning and no vacation. Oh, I'm sorry, Strider. Could it be in the outhouse? Oh.
What have we here? A container of coarse salt for replacing chlorine in swimming pool water. I'm going to need that.
Ah.
Fishing again. This is the bottle Mr. Hayashi mentioned. Let's see what it can tell me. There's a white residue at the bottom. It's salt, without a doubt.
Okay, did he just fish out the other bottle as well? So he fished out both bottles. Here we go. There were 2 bottles stuck in Andrew's jacket. A floating bottle contains salt. Placed in a jacket, there were 3 bottles. One has disappeared. Someone intended to poison by putting pool salt in his champagne.
Come now, wow. Great.
This one. What could these bottles have been used for? I don't know what the murder could have done with these bottles. What? Salt? What? Ah. Place the bottles when the murder placed them. What? What?
The load is not heavy enough to sink the body. The load must be in contact with the body in order to sink it. The load must be in contact with the body in
So I need to make 2
sink it.
bottles?
The load is not heavy enough to sink the body. The load must be in contact with the body in order to sink it.
What?
The load must be in contact.
What?
The load is not heavy enough to sink the body.
But if I put... Can I put salt in them as well? No.
The rock is heavy enough to sink the body, but it won't let the body rise to the surface after a while. The rock is heavy enough to sink the body, but it won't let the body rise to the surface after a while.
So we need to do something with the ice cubes, maybe? Without the cork.
The rock is heavy enough to sink the body, but it won't let the body rise to the surface after a while.
Maybe just leave the empty bottle? So just do like...
The rock is heavy enough to sink. The rock is heavy enough to sink the body, but it won't let the body rise to the surface.
So we put salt in the other one?
The rock is heavy enough to sink the body, but it won't let the body rise to the surface after a while. The load must be in contact with the body in order to sink it. The load must be in contact with the body in order to sink it. The load is not heavy enough.
Why is the load not heavy enough? Oh, that's because I replaced it. Wrench? I don't know.
The rock is heavy enough to sink the body, but it won't let the body rise to the...
So the rock. And the salt.
The rock is heavy enough to sink the body, but it won't let the body rise to the surface after a while. The load must be in contact with the body.
Try a branch.
The rock is heavy enough to sink the body, but it won't let the body rise to the surface after a while. The rock is heavy enough to sink the body, but it won't let...
Then I don't know. Ice cubes.
The rock is heavy enough to sink the body, but it won't let the body rise to the surface after a while.
So I've tried everything. I can try 2 rocks.
The rock is heavy enough to sink the body, but it won't let the body rise.
I know. So it's not 2 rocks. It's not rocks with a button. Just an empty bottle?
The rock is heavy enough to sink the body, but it won't let the body rise to the surface after a while.
Then I don't know.
The rock is heavy enough to sink the body, but it won't let the body rise to the surface after a while.
We tried an empty bottle, right?
The rock is heavy enough to sink the body, but it won't let the body rise to the surface after a while. The load must be in contact with...
Then I don't know.
The rock...
Then I don't know. We've tried everything. Unless we have to do like the other way around. Like first the rock and then the salt?
The rock.
We tried the branch. Didn't work.
The rock is heavy.
We've tried the cork.
The rock.
And we've tried the ice cubes.
The rock.
Then I don't understand.
The load. The load.
Why can I navigate? Okay. Then would it be 2 bottles of ice cube? But then he says that it's not enough to sink the body.
The ice cubes are melting too quickly, and the body has risen to the surface too soon. I need to find a way to make it stay underwater longer.
So maybe salt instead.
The load is not heavy. The load is not heavy enough.
So it has to be the rocks. Salt was not enough.
The load is not heavy.
So the load is not heavy enough. So... two branches? No, but we found salt in one of them. So...
the load is not heavy enough to sink the body.
is it salt in both of them?
The bottles filled with salt were used as weights to sink the body. The salt took a long time to dissolve in the water. Once it had almost completely dissolved, the body resurfaced. My little grey cells did not let me down.
Sequence of the murder. Okay. Slide him into the water. So, something like this. Finally pushes him, edge of the pools and dies. He fills the water and slowly pulls him out into the water, right?
That explains why several witnesses didn't see Mr. Pennington around the pool. And more importantly, it changes the time of death that I had estimated between 10 p.m. and 10:40 p.m. Who is the world's greatest detective?
We are. The moment of death. Put the events of the eating on to determine the exact time of death. So, he resurfaces, she founds him. Dinner with everyone. Witness did not see him. So, argues with Pennington, finds him, So something around this, right? Dinner with everyone. He argues. Floating dead. He thinks. No. And that's right, right? He and the witness did not see him by the pool.
No. No, Poirot. Think. No. Not quite.
Dinner with everyone, yes. He argues with Andrew. Witness do not see him. Is it because of this part here?
This can't
No.
be the right solution. Not really. This obstacle is not the end. Only a new
Shut up.
beginning.
Floating dead, resurfaces, is killed and sunk, yes. Finds him floating dead.
No. This obstacle is not the end. Only a new beginning.
Shut up.
This answer, it is not satisfactory.
She finds him floating dead. He resurfaces. They do not see him by the pool.
This can't be the right solution. Come now, Poirot. No, Poirot. Think. No. That's not correct.
We know definitely she's the last person. Because she says she finds him dead and alert Hercule. They all have dinner. He resurfaces.
Unfortunately, this can't be right. Just another pothole on the road to success. Almost. No. No. Come on, you can do it. Not quite. No, that's just not logical.
Where am I going wrong? Body resurfaces. That means here, because she sees him. Right? He says he found him floating dead. He said that happened early in the evening, right?
No.
Is it because of this part here?
No, this isn't it. Think. Almost.
They argue. He said he found him in the pool later. Body resurfaces. yet he's killed and sunk. Nobody witnesses.
I need to arrange my thoughts in order.
Where is my step going wrong? Resurfaces, and she finds him.
No, Poirot.
Then what is the problem?
No. This obstacle is not the end, only a new beginning. No. No.
Dinner with everyone. They argue. Floating dead.
No. That's not correct. Not quite. No.
Where am I going wrong? Dinner with everyone, they argue. He's killed. No witnesses finds him. Killed and sunk. Witnesses don't see him. He finds him. Then these two needs to be... Then there's something wrong here. Is it this way?
I'm missing something.
But what do they mean resurface? Resurfaces after he's been killed. Because that would mean killed and sunk. So that means here he resurfaces. She finds him.
No, Poirot. Think.
But no witnesses said they found him by the pool. So this way.
I must admit, I'm missing something. Just another pothole on the road to success.
Is it?
Come on, you can do it.
Then I'm lost.
That's almost it. No. Use the little grey cells, Poirot. or they will rust. Ah, that doesn't work. I need to arrange my thoughts in order.
So, I expect these two are correct, right? They have dinner with everyone. He argues, she finds him dead. Resurfaced. He's killed and sunk, meaning he will have to be here. No witnesses saw him.
Not really.
He's killed and sunk, so then it has to be like this?
Almost.
But he has to be killed and sunk. Because before, no witnesses saw him by the pool, meaning he has to be killed and sunk. Do I really have to look this one up? Or did they argue before the dinner?
This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth. Not quite.
No, they didn't argue before the dinner. Finds Andrew Pennington floating dead. Yes.
Just another pothole on the road to success. No, this isn't it. Think. No, Poirot, think.
Is he killed? He can't be killed before the argument, which doesn't make any sense. Then I'm lost here. You know, with everyone. Argues, he's killed and sunk, no witnesses saw him, he goes out and finds him floating dead, but then his body resurfaces. So... then...
I must admit, I'm missing something. This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth. No. So, Mr. Pennington was killed after Mr. Hayashi argued with him. But before, I was in the lobby and witnessed the comings and goings on the terrace. Another victory for Poirot, of course. What a clever plan. This murderer is no amateur. With this new perspective, I no longer have any witnesses or alibis at the time of the crime. I'm back to square one.
The butler did it. Let's go up to Jane, and before we talk to Jane, I need to go for a restroom break and some more coffee. Oh.
Ah, Mr. Poirot, I was looking for you.
Never mind.
Voila, you have found me.
I remembered what Pennington said to me during our argument.
I'm listening.
At the time, when he threatened to kill me, I didn't understand. But the more I think about it, the more I believe it's important.
Tell me everything.
He said to me, "Stop sticking your nose in my business. You're lucky Riquetti isn't around anymore. He would have taken care of you." Well, it seems like Pennington and Riquetti knew each other, doesn't it?
It does, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Hayashi.
Glad to have helped you.
Pennington murdered. Pennington and Riquetti knew each other. The clues are coming together.
Riquetti. Why is he game? This is so wrong. He's not Andrew Pennington. This is Andrew Pennington. This is, oh, what's his face? Okay, I'm confused now. It has changed everything. He's not a murderer. We know of... Yeah, he noble family unemployed. What? Maybe I changed it during my game playthrough? Where's Royce? Can I go into his room? You've already been here, right? Yeah, we did. And before we do so, I need to get some more to drink and use the restroom. I'll be right back. So, I'm back. Yo, Jer. Continue. Let's, talk to Jane. Or compare notes or whatever it is that we're doing.
Miss Royce, are you here?
Has she been
Door
killed?
open, room empty. Something's wrong. Something has happened. I should inspect the room.
Oh, no.
This document must have come from Riquetti's satchel. But where is the rest? And where is the satchel?
His name is George, right? Let me just see here. His name is Guido, right? Apple simple, blah, blah, blah. Entrance. Back up. Hetty. Pennington. Stupido. Stupida. Another tile. I think his name is Guido, right? Village. I know you're the spider. So is he... So he's not a murderer. He's not agent of the spires. She says he is the spider. But it doesn't say here spider. It just says murderer. So is he a hitman? An agent of this, but I can't choose a... What did she say again? I didn't kill the servant. Cut the crap, I know you're the spider. Kitty's... We are Spooter. He was snooping around so much for some friends to let her continue. So he is a killer. He is a murderer. Because he killed her. But he's not agent of the spire. We know he's an archaeologist. But is that his activity? Because if he's an activity, then what? Hide his true profession. This is stupid. Oh well. Guess we'll figure it out eventually. But he did say he was an archaeologist. So if he's an archaeologist... Then... Never mind.
Clock is broken. Stopped at 8:53 p.m.
So there's nothing else we can do with the clock. There's a broken lamp.
This lamp has been put back in place, but it must have fallen to the floor.
Objective completed, okay? There is a new link. Was already ransacked when she arrived today. Was ransacked at 8:53. Somebody broke the clock by hitting with the lamp?
Come on, you can do it.
Okay then.
Well done. I found it.
Stupid.
Miss Royce taped some things to the wall. Evidence cards, clues. What did she discover?
A new link. This? Started a wall of clues to but abandoned it. Created a wall of clues that has been torn down.
Why not?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm so
right.
good. And another one. They know that Andrew Pennington is linked with Guido. Downton after no. Must have discovered something about Andrew Pennington. Why would Andrew Pennington try to prevent Jane Royce?
Excellent deduction.
I have all the pieces to solve. I just need to arrest the culprit. So, Andrew Pennington is what? An employee of Guido? And what? A hitman? I have no idea. Oh, we haven't been out in the bathroom. So where is Guido? So I guess Guido is the murderer? Where is Guido? Andrew Pennington, Hercule Poirot. But Guido's not here, then how do I unmask the...
If I want to question Miss Bowers, she's outside on the terrace.
Can I... So where is Guido's... What? So where's the murderer then? Doesn't he have a hotel room? So where is Guido?
You were at the reception desk tonight? You must have seen all the comings and goings of the guests, correct?
Unfortunately, not all the time. After dinner, I had to deal with a small water leak in room 111. I came back down around 9 p.m., and then I was at my post. You arrived just after my return and played chess with Miss Royce. I probably didn't see much more than you did.
Well, Poirot, you knew it wasn't going to be that easy.
I am confused. So, how do I unmask the murderer when we know Jane White must have discovered something about Pennington. Pennington is linked to Guido, so Guido must be the murderer. Or is it Jane that is the murderer? Can't be. Or do I go back to Jane and... I'm confused. We do know Guido is the killer, right? So where is the... Okay, guess we have to go out here. No? Is Jane the murderer then? Confused. Or did she do it because he...
You know, Miss Royce, the last time I spoke to someone on this bench, she had the same sad and defeated look.
It's a good place to reflect.
I'm not used to giving compliments, but you are an excellent detective. Your help was invaluable in unmasking Jacqueline de Belfort and Simon Doyle. I thank you again.
It was a privilege to work with you, Mr. Poirot. You are undoubtedly the best detective I have ever known.
And yet, there are days like today when I would rather not be.
I really hoped I could spare you this moment.
You neatly threw me off the scent. The idea of the salt bottles was quite clever.
To delay discovery of the body.
Truly clever and executed perfectly. It required Mr. Hayashi to remember the bottle stuck in the victim's jacket. Even then, only an outstanding detective could grasp the critical importance of this detail in the investigation. Delaying the discovery of the body, very ingenious. I long believed that the death occurred just before the body was found.
To frame Yahomo?
No. I suspected Hayashi at first because he lied to me. Jane couldn't have predicted who would find the body first.
Build an alibi.
You made it seem like the murder occurred much later, thereby creating a rock-solid alibi for yourself at the time of the body's discovery. One must appreciate the irony, as it was I who inadvertently provided you with that alibi by inviting you to play chess. But I suppose you wouldn't have had any trouble finding another way. And you also needed someone who could testify that the pool was empty when you were there.
Who was the... That was Richard, right?
After sinking the body, you deliberately waited for someone to come out onto the terrace. That was Ferguson. You made sure he saw that the pool was empty. By leaving an empty bottle at the top of the stairs by the dock, you hoped to make it seem like Pennington had gone down to the docks by himself all along. But ultimately, your presence on the terrace before Ferguson's arrival worked against you. Once the hypothesis of a death at 10 p.m. was ruled out, you became my primary suspect by default. You know, the how in a murder is important. But for me, the key point is why. Why kill Pennington? When I found your room door open, I almost wondered if you had done it on purpose. And everything became clear when it dawned on me that you had ransacked the room yourself.
This thing here, she was furious about what she had discovered in Guido Ricchetti's papers.
My theory is that you discovered something in Ricchetti's papers that made you furious. But I couldn't verify it because you made the documents disappear. I imagine that they must now be at the bottom of the Nile, along with Ricchetti's satchel. The river bottom was a very popular dumping ground throughout this case. No, she already knew that Ricchetti had killed Emmy. He confessed.
Ah, okay.
My belief is that you discovered Pennington was connected to Emmy's murder. And that drove you into a rage.
That bastard. He was the one who ordered Ricchetti to kill my Emmy. When I realized that, I lost it.
Explain to me what happened.
Don't try to humor me, Mr. Poirot. I know very well you've already figured it out.
Perhaps. But I'd like to hear it from your perspective, if you would indulge me.
Very well. When I realized, I lost it. I turned my room upside down, ripped everything apart. I stormed downstairs to find Pennington. He was completely drunk and laughed in my face, mocking Emmy when I confronted him. He said I could never prove it. But of course, it was never my intent to prove it. I pushed him with all my strength. He fell on the edge of the pool and that was it. Flesh hitting concrete.
It's a shame it came to that.
I'm sorry. I could say I never meant to kill him, but in truth, I don't regret my actions. I suppose you're going to turn me into the police now?
You have to.
Well, smack my ass and call me Judy.
Hey, Big D. Will we hand her over to the police? She did kill him. She is a private detective. So what do? Do we hand her over to the police? I would say yes. She did kill a person.
Indeed. You know I have to.
And what if I decided to deny everything? After all, you have no physical evidence.
When your clothes are tested, I'm confident they will find pool salt residue. And of course, they will have Poirot as a witness for the prosecution.
You are something else, Mr. Poirot. In any case, I don't intend to deny it. I will tell everything to the police. I've made peace with myself. Emmy is avenged. That's all that matters.
"61 mistakes. No golden record. And 4 mustaches. Congratulations, you've completed the game, but the end of your adventure could have been different if Jane had taken another path. You can access this alternate ending from the chapter collection in the extra menu." Okay. Let's accelerate. Oh. out of 10. Story-wise, I would say 8-ish, 9-ish. I don't know the original story. I've never read any of her books, so I don't know if the story is the same as the book, or there's been added stuff, removed stuff. But I would say all of these QA testers needs to be fired, because there's so many things in this game that is so badly made. Like, the controls are bad in certain situations. There are too many mini games. Too many mini games. What is this? That is not a satchel, that's a scarf. Thank you, David. So I don't know, from the game perspective, the story, I don't know if it's the same as the book. From what I've Googled, is that a lot of the characters are the same. Like the names and their work and activities and stuff. But I've played some of the other Hercule Poirot games that I've played have way less mini puzzles and more interviewing, collecting evidence, putting timelines together. I would say I really loved like the timeline things, like we did here with the where they were sitting playing chess. The murder of Mrs. Doyle on the boat was also great. You know, him sitting here, him being here, he walked there, and then at 10:45 she was here, he wasn't there. In that sense, it was fun. But overall, I would say 6 out of 10. If I have to take the story, the voice acting, but definitely the mini puzzles, especially on the boat with the weird jewelry box, the gramophone, the piano, the key, all that stuff. It just seems like so much filler. So much filler in when it comes to the puzzles. I do like the deduction, like what do I remember? Though I did miss that I could go back and look further into what I found out, like going back into a journal. Especially when I had to do the timeline of Pennington's murder, like they had dinner, such and such, so and so. It would be great that I could go back into my journal and read what people said while I'm in the puzzle. I can always read it when I'm not in a puzzle or going around, but when I'm in a puzzle, it would be great that I can go into my journal. What did people say? Go back to previous puzzles like the timelines or placing people in different locations. What was the exact same thing? Because I don't play this every day. I've been away for what? 4 or 5, 6 days now. Microids? I think it's Microids who made it, or are they the publisher? I think Microids. No, Microids is actually the developer and Operon Games and Flowlight Games. So there's many. Holy smoly. So there's like 3 developer teams on this? Okay, if I go into Steam, it just says Microids. And they're also the publisher. But when I ask Google, they say several other developers as well. So, Yeah, Microsoft is the publisher, but apparently they are also the developer. But if I ask Google, the Death on the Nile game, it lists Microids, Oberon Games, and Floodlight Games as the developer as well. So maybe that's why the game is so weird. Like, I also remember when I first entered the boat, I had hardly spoken to everyone, and then suddenly I had the names of all the crew members. I hadn't interviewed any of them at all. I didn't even know who they were, yet I had names on all of them, and it was like, who could be the potential killer? And then I could just mark off all the crew members, and then boom, solve the puzzle. I've never met them in the game, so there are part of this game where it's just like, you can link situations or people to stuff that you haven't even interrogated them or asked them about, which is, again, breaking the game or destroying the pleasure of playing it because I haven't even met them. And the game really broke. I really lost the enjoyment of playing it because you have to play this like every day or every second day to remember the different timelines that you did, because you cannot go back and rewatch them or check your journal. Just like when we had to decipher the encrypted message, you could do it in one go, and then 3 chapters in, you find another coded message, and if you didn't remember what you did in that puzzle, you have to look it up because you cannot go back and see the previous decrypted message that you did. It's just... So I had to look them up because I hadn't played it for a long time. So I had to look up a walkthrough and say, oh, that's right, that meant this, that code word meant this, that number actually didn't mean that number, but another number. So it's just like, exactly. That was really the pain of this game, that you cannot go back and see previous solutions to puzzles, timelines, interviews. You could go back to interviews if you weren't in a puzzle situation or a confrontation. Then, or deduction, you could go back and read your journal. The talks you've had, not the collected evidence or timelines as such, which is really breaking the game because you're a detective. You write down notes, you put things together. But I couldn't go back and see any of it, which really annoys me because I really enjoyed the game. But the story and some of the puzzles, like I really enjoyed the mirror puzzle in the temple. I loved the different placement of characters at what time and who was there and who was not there, and those kind of deduction puzzles were fun. But the one on the boat where I had to go into every individual character's room and solve some weird beep puzzle in order to find something out that I needed for the overall story is BS. So where can I what's here in the museum? Okay. And what also really annoys me now, oh, it's just art. What really annoys me now is that I cannot go in and do the rest of their character profiles. It's just gone. I can probably load up a previous save and do it that way, but now the game is done. a lot was revealed before. Okay, so let me see here. Holy moly. The truth behind the door. Olden the golden mustache in the museum. Okay, so there's a golden door. Okay. Oh, great. I had to find 100 mustaches in order to get that achievement. And here's her story. And here's all the vinyls that I've found. Okay. That is... Okay, let's see all the achievement. The achievement is hidden. The pilot, the one we're out hitting, I had an... Fully complete the evidence wall. So, apparently, if I play the game, I could complete the evidence wall by doing another path. Complete the soak tailing without being spotted. That is so ridiculous because that is just impossible at a first run. The achievement is hidden. Achievement is hidden. Achievement is hidden. Achievement. Complete all character profiles. I can't do it because I cannot go back. Hold on. Complete the game without making any mistakes during confrontations. Wow. 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 What else is in extra? Nothing. What happens if I hit continue? Okay, I just get back here. If I didn't save, I would have to go back and do it again. But it did say I could go to the extra menu and go to the chapters and change the path. But how? Does that mean I have to replay? You're about to replay a chapter. Great. So I cannot go back. I can go into the individual chapter, but then I have to remember where I did the different paths, which is also... So there's just small mechanical stuff in this game that really annoys me. Like, why can I not go back and just change the path and try a different route or see what happened during another? I have to go find the chapter that I think another path is there and then redo it. The entire chapter. Which is, in my honest opinion, again,